You're hiding, but I'm hiding.
Everybody from the house is up on the hill, up at Windy Pines. We're taking a well-needed, well-deserved trip through the woods, looking for deer sheds, some sign, just showing some things, and there are fish flying everywhere. So we're going on the quarantine hike. Let's go. Winnie!
Yeah, and then your dog
Winnie was just laying in a mud puddle. Oh, now she's shaking up. Let's see if she'll do it again.
Yep, she just drank
Oh, don't drink the mud. Oh, laying down. She's like, oh, I gotta cool down. Winnie, stop drinking the mud. We're gonna go find some good water. So this way, we wanted to show, Joy was wondering if...
Louis pooping.
Brenna, come on.
Sorry.
Joy was wondering if we walked by some trees that we had planted. Over here, on this edge, we planted a bunch of dogwoods. Let's see if I can find them. Let's see here. Looking. They're right along this edge somewhere. That's not it. I know. Oh, there's one. This one here. And they're every, I don't know, so often down through. There's another one there. Maybe every 10 feet. There's one there. They're all down through. That might be one of them. There's another one. Anyways, right down through this hedgerow will be dogwood. I can't remember if those ones are white ones or pink ones. Anyway, there's the culprit, throwing goldfish.
You have no proof.
Yep. Video proof.
They were swimming out of my mouth.
So we're walking down the sanctuary, what we call the sanctuary, and there is a scrape right there. These kids say we're recording. Okay. No fun when we're recording, that's what the rule is. This is a thick spot right above the state land that the deer kind of come out here and they stage in this area and then work their way up into the fields. Turn right. Whoa, yeah, almost ate it. Yeah, it looked like you were having a serious issue. You're the one that brought him. You're going to be carrying him. That's why he doesn't come up here. Oh, it's a mess. This is a mess. I got the truck stuck here last year. It was a bad situation.
Get that out of your mouth. Hey.
Brielle needs directions. Oh, yeah, she should have worn boots. She wore sneakers.
Really, Dad?
What? There's this trail. I don't know if you can see it. Anyways, it goes right up through here. I can't really see it in the camera, but it's a good one. Oh, there, maybe that's got the angle. Right up through here. Anyways, so we've got this stand right over my shoulder there. I think maybe we've only hunted it one time last year, but this year, maybe more. We had just put it in that spot last year, so we hadn't really gotten to it because this is a mess. Woo. Oh, got ourselves a skull over here. There's a little bit of a scrape right there too. Yep. little buck skull. Right here. Oh.
Coronavirus.
Look at. You see the side of it? Something been chewing on it. Smells good. Smells like a skunk. Doesn't it? I think a skunk sprayed that sucker. It might be what was chewing on it. Ugh.
I don't want it anymore.
Here, let's put it into the tree and let it look over the woods.
That's creepy.
No, it's not. It's cool. We got that hole right there in the back of the skull, and we're gonna send it right onto that.
You popped it right into its eyeball.
Oh, it's sticking out. I did not. It's in its brain cavity. Whew, it smells like a skunk though. All right, off to find the next cool thing. So I'm down on the state land just below Dad's property and kind of paralleling his area. We're trying to split up just a little bit so it's not too far away to where the kids are going to get lost, but far enough away maybe, even though Joy and Brenna are almost holding hands, far enough away to where maybe we can see. Brenna, you're supposed to be going that way.
I don't want to go that way.
Well, you're going to get lost. Anyways, I reminded Brenna that if she finds the first antler, she gets 10 bucks. But then I remembered, I just found a dead skull. They had an antler on it. I should get 10 bucks. They said that doesn't count. So, I guess the search is still on. So, we'll let you know if we find something interesting. Bria, what was that? Say it. It was funny. Brielle says, I'm not even looking for antlers. I'm looking for dry area in her sneakers. That was good. So up here is a blind that Brenna helped me build. Well, it's been here for years. She helped me. She helped me refurnish it, she says. Anyhow, this is a little food plot here that we planted last year right at the end of the season. This is an apple tree. It's got some buds on it. All right, let's see here. We're gonna work our way over here to the blind. I've shot a few deer out of this spot and we put these boards up last year. We got some deer fur over here on the ground. Anyways, Joy shot at a buck 2 years ago out of here, but we were in a ground blind, a pop-up blind next to this because this wasn't as hidden. We had set the pop-up right in this area. Anyways, but this is this blind. We got the little milk crate here. I'm gonna sit down like so. And you can just see over it as the deer come through. And the buck that Joy shot at, the first one, came up through where Brielle is and over. And then when we rattled and grunted a buck in, he stood just about where Brenna is now, just on the other side of that tree. And there was a limb sticking out, and Joy couldn't get a shot at him. So, it's a pretty good little spot. Maybe we'll see if we can put a roof over here or something for it. I don't know how this antler search is going to go. But at least they're out of the house and having fun. And away from the electronics. And the dogs are loving it. Love being out in the woods, and I just said to Joy, with the dogs running around like crazy, we're gonna have to do serious tick check when we get to the house. And then I look down at my pants, and what do you know? You see, I'm trying to find them. Right. I can't see with a stupid camera. Right there. One crawling up the knee, two crawling up the knee. They're gone. Who knows how many more we got. Anyway, gonna have to check the dogs, the kids, the truck. Everything's getting a tick check. How about you? You clean for now? Oh, I thought I saw a stick crawling out your leg. All right, let's keep moving. No antlers yet. We lost Brenna. She took the wrong turn at Albuquerque. Isn't that what Bugs Bunny says? Something like that. Anyways, she's finally coming. We're up at my stand. Oh, Riel's up in the window. We're up at number 11.
Hey Dad, the next time you tell me to go somewhere, how would you give me good directions?
I said
go all the way down to the gully.
The gully.
And I'm like, well, where am I supposed to go now?
this is our food plot from number 11. And it's going to be better this year. And hopefully a whole herd of deer come in.
I made it.
You made it. It was rescued. Now you're going to have to go hold Brielle's hand on her way down the stairs.
Oh, she can cry about it. What?
She doesn't know why. Gwen's like, where did she go?
She keeps trying to jump.
Get her, Gwen. Get her.
Go get her. Go get her. Go get her, Gwen.
Oh, maybe she's not so dumb after all. Oh, she don't want to go up those steps.
She's like, forget
Aw.
that. She's waiting for you.
I'll wait for you.
She's sitting.
You're not good at giving directions.
I did fine. There's my
You were
there's
like,
my
I
lone
was like, Dad,
apple
where am I
tree.
supposed to go now? Because I was
Right
all the way down and there was a big thing of water. There was cut wood. And you're like, oh, you're supposed to turn left. You went too far. I'm like, where am I supposed to go?
Oh, he's down.
Where am I supposed to turn left?
there.
You didn't tell me where.
Just turn left into the
Walk
trees.
it up.
This is another one of the spots. We call it center field because it's kind of in the middle of the non-wooded areas. It's got a little hedgerow coming up through here. And Bailey could tell you quite the story about the day we saw the bucks here. Oh baby. 2 beautiful bucks right in this area. We're kind of striking out on our search, but there's still a little ways to go. So you see these tree tubes, some of them are blown over. We'll get to the other side of this hedgerow and we'll be able to check them out. We planted a bunch of oak saplings 3 years ago. What do you think?
I'm not sure.
I think it was 3 years ago, maybe. Anyways, we'll go check them out. Got a flyby coming. Hey dogs. So these trees, I had gathered the nuts from on my aunt's property, I think, during deer season, picking up a bunch of acorns, and I planted them in my garden on the one corner, and I had, I think, like 45 or 50 trees growing on the corner of our garden. And I dug them up and brought them up here and planted them all around the edge of this opening. I think every 20 feet or so. You see they're just starting to pop out of these 4-foot tubes. So they look like they're doing well. All the leaves fall down in there. I'll probably clean them out. They're doing well, and I'm glad that they're as tall as they are. The dogs are chewing on something over here. Something looks like a rabbit. Looks like a coyote got a rabbit. all the fur is right there. Or maybe a fox got a rabbit. So these trees, I'm hoping they'll grow up around here nice and tall and give the deer something to eat on and give some squirrels something to eat on. Most of we have red squirrels up here. We don't really have any gray squirrels, but I'm sure if the acorns come, the gray squirrels will find them. And then we'll have some squirrels running around. The turkeys will love them. It'll be another food source for all the animals. Okay, let's go on the hidden trail over here. We call this deer stand Taj Mahal. You coming? So we trimmed this trail through the back because the wind always blows that way up. So if you come up through and sneak in through the pines, we got all these branches kind of trimmed off so we could work our way in. And it's pretty quiet. Oh, Gwen. Tick Haven. I don't think so.
Usually you have a tick on you after you have set in the spine.
No,
Yes.
I don't think so. I get them just about everywhere else, though. I think they must smell good for them. So this is Taj Mahal. Let me sit, well, not on that one because that'll get you wet. We sit down here and, oh, I don't know what happened. I must have taken a picture on accident or something. Anyways, this is one of our food plots out here, and I had right over there, I planted 6 apple trees, or 4 apple trees and 2 pear trees, and the deer got through my little fencing area and ate the trees down. Except I think the 2 pear trees are still kicking. Done with the hike. It was fun. Deer antlers 1, humans 0. Didn't find anything, but we got out of the house and got some exercise and some fresh air. Dogs got to run, and we got to just have fun with the family. What next?
Dinner. Work up an appetite.
All right. And it is, what is it?
Spanish rice.
Spanish rice.
And some homemade bread.
Homemade bread. And we've heard that some people said yuck to Joy when she said Spanish rice. 2 of the people were our kids. But we told them, we're rationing food. You gotta eat what we make. But I think they're thinking they're eating leftover homemade macaroni and cheese. Oh. The bad thing about letting the dogs run on the property, you gotta wash them. Well, we struck out again on the shed hunt, but it really wasn't about the shed hunting. It's just nice to find one once in a while. It was more about getting out of the house, enjoying the beautiful weather, getting a nice little walk in, and getting some fresh air. It was great hearing the girls giggling as we were walking and the dogs just running all over the place. They did make a huge mess in those mud puddles though. We got some fishing poles in front of me, and that walk outside started making me think about nice spring weather and trout season coming up. I think it's on Wednesday, whatever April 1st is. It's opening day of trout season. So we're gonna look at going fishing, and I think we might even go fishing tomorrow. We're gonna go try to catch some bluegill or crappie or sunfish or whatever else is biting in the local duck sanctuary. So I just got a couple of poles out. I think Brielle is probably still gonna use the old Zebco style fishing equipment, but I have a couple of spin casting reels set up and ready to go, but they all have old line on them. I was knocking the cobwebs off, and that's a sad day when you're taking the cobwebs off of fishing poles. I haven't been fishing much lately, so this line is pretty brittle. I mean, it'd take a bit to break that, but it's been on there for a while, and so I'm gonna take that off and replace it with some new. And this is some line that I had in my tackle box. It might still be good. It's never been in the UV light or in the weather, but I was looking at this clearance tag on it, and it says February 5th, 2014. So it's a little old. I might put it on one of them just to try it out, but I did buy some new line today. It's both of them are 6-pound test, but this stuff is a little thinner in diameter, and you know, the packaging says it's strong and thin. I don't know if that's true or not, but we're gonna try it out. I usually use something that's got a little greenish color to it when the water is a little murky. Kind of hides it, but this stuff is clear. This is Berkley Trilene, and this is the spider wire here. This was about, I think it was 7 something. But I'm gonna give that a shot. I've got a new reel on this little 6.5 foot. It says it's an Ultra Stick. It's medium light line, it says 2 pounds to 10 pounds. I've been eyeballing a couple of rods at a store in Olean. I think it's called Whitetails Unlimited, and it's a pretty nice little shop. They got a little bit of everything, but I just haven't broken down and actually purchased one because I have a few. See what we can just make this happen. I'm hoping to get a GoPro within the next week that I can chest mount while I'm doing the old trout stream fishing, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Something new with the camera. I think GoPro has its own editing app and things like that, so it's be another learning curve, but I think the GoPro will give us another angle on different things and be able to use 2 hands and not have to hold a camera. I don't know how it would reel and hold a camera at the same time, but I'll probably put the camera in a spot that it can catch me from one angle while I'm fishing and have the GoPro catch a second angle and see how it goes. So that's the plan. Salted minnows. This is just a little package of them. I picked that up at Walmart too. But I'm gonna get the minnow trap out and catch some riffle minnows and things and make my own salted minnows. I also just want to, this is one of the lures I like to use. I like to use these Panther Martins. This is a number 2. I don't know what weight that means it is. A 1/16 of an ounce. And I like to throw that in across a bank area that's undercut and pull the trout from underneath the roots. Just have some different size hooks, little split shots. There's one swivel in there. I don't use swivels very often. Sometimes to hook on these spinners, I will use a swivel just so I can change them out quick. That's what's on this rod right here. This is a little Berkley lightning rod. I had a couple of those. I really did like them back in the day. I think it's only like a 6-footer. Yeah, this is a 6-footer. It's a little smaller for the stream fishing. Sometimes you get into a thick spot where you can't really get a good cast in. But we have a few Panther Martins in here. I think I bought them last year when I was getting ready to go trout fishing. I don't think I ever made it out. Some old beat up ones that are kind of bent and things, but they work in a pinch. And when you're fishing in those roots, sometimes you lose one or two. So it's good to have a few extras. Anyway, hopefully you'll be looking forward to some fishing trips here coming up. We'll try to show you that. Joy's been working on baking bread, and she might be throwing a recipe out there here soon. And there's a few other things to come. But fishing is going to be happening. Tomorrow, the video probably is going to be the girls with some bluegills and some sunfish. And if we could get lucky enough to hit some crappie, that'd be pretty sweet. Well, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. We really loved getting out and getting some fresh air. The walls start to close in on you when you're in a pandemic and you're locked down. So we went outside where we had plenty of social distancing and lots of fresh air and got some exercise. And the dogs did too. Man, they were splashing through those mud puddles. They were a mess when we got home. So that was yesterday's video, or today's video. Tomorrow's video, the girls and I are going to go catch some panfish. And hopefully we catch some big ones so we can bring them home. I can clean them. And maybe even get a video of how to fillet the panfish. And then maybe get a video of how Joy cooks the panfish. Fresh fish sounds great right about now. So hopefully you'll look forward to tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching this one. If you could, hit the like button, subscribe, and maybe leave a comment. We just thank you again for watching the content we're putting out. Hopefully it's enjoyable. Hopefully you're amused by some of the shenanigans, and hopefully you keep coming back. I'm hoping they get better as I learn, and hopefully we can bring some fish in tomorrow. I've been waiting for a while to have a nice tight line and a pole bending over. Well, time to edit this one. We love you guys. Keep watching if you would, and we'll see you next time. God bless. Well, that's the end of this video. Well, that's the end of this video.
Why are we video taping? No, we're just washing dogs.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
No, it's not. Stop.
So, you say it.
No. Here, I'll say it.
Okay.
Brenda's being a brat because she doesn't want to be on video. No, Dad's being annoying because he's obsessed with something that's not okay. This can be an outtake.
It's gonna
You're
be.
gonna be an outtake.
Your bad attitude. take. Stop.
We don't have to. Whoa, he's recording.
And then I can do. I thank you for watching. Hopefully you keep coming back. We'll keep making them. And hopefully you're enjoying yourself. And hopefully you're staying healthy and away from the coronavirus. And in a couple of years, if somebody sees this video, they'll say, wow, oh yeah, that was back then when everybody was scared and nervous, and now we got it all under control. Hopefully that'll be the case. Thanks again for watching. We love you. God bless. Well, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the hike out in the woods and getting some fresh air and just enjoying the dogs, watching the dogs run and enjoying the kids. Well, that's the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you liked watching the dogs run and seeing the early spring woods. Well, that's the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We loved getting out and getting some fresh air, walking through the woods, watching the dogs splash through the mud puddles, and hearing the girls giggle while we're just having some family time. I hope you liked this one, and I hope you'll enjoy tomorrow's. We're going to go drown some worms, hopefully catch some fish, and maybe if we can get some big enough bluegills and sunfish and other panfish, maybe we can get Joy to do a clean and cook video. Well, it'll probably be us catching, me cleaning, and maybe her cooking. I'd love to have some nice panfish. That'd be great. So, that's it. Thanks again. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And we love you. God loves you. God bless you guys. We'll see you later.